Twitter freak cancels own girlfriend for her problematic art and it backfired horribly by ref, says desu. I don't know what this is, but it sounds very interesting. Imagine you have a partner, and that partner finds something from you that is on your Twitter account or any social media for that matter. You know what they do? They cancel you on Twitter. Could you imagine that? Could you? That I'll be honest, that'd be easily grounds for a breakup. I would, if Rock GF would do it, I'll be real, that would be grounds for a breakup, easily. What the heck are we doing? I don't know how bad it is. I would assume since Ref makes a video about it, it's not a big deal at all. It's nothing terrible. Let me guess, it's probably corn art of certain characters. And now this person is crashing out, this guy. And people on Twitter are crashing out. Why would you do that to the person you're supposed to love the most? Why would you do that? Okay, let's just see.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. Since I've been tagged an enormous number of times in the quotes of this post, today we're going to react to one of the most bizarre callouts I've ever seen. So I'm going to give you some very brief context before we get into this absolute disaster of a thread here. So this artist named desu, who is a not safe for work artist, has made a series of posts here.
No. Don't tell me this non-safe for work artist cancelled his own girlfriend for not safe for work art. I will. Deltarune art. Nah. I just read that. Deltarune. Is he aware that Toby Fox is actually into the lewd art that is made of his characters? Is he aware of that? Of course he's not.
Here, publicly shaming and calling out his own girlfriend for what, you may ask? For making not safe for work art. Yes, the not safe for work artist is publicly shaming his own girlfriend for making not safe for work art.
My gooning is superior to yours. Stay away from me. This is shameful gooning. My gooning is better. What the fuck are we doing? He cancelled his own girlfriend. Jump.
Art. That's the mental illness we're dealing with today. So let's jump right into this disaster of a post. So it begins. Hello everyone, this is desu. I'm here to address all the concerns.
Girlfriend of desu. Ditch him. Please, immediately. Thank you.
Regarding myself and my girlfriend Mendez. I also want to address the unfortunate situation regarding her not safe for work account. I will not mention the account to avoid any further problems or potentially any younger people accessing a not safe for work 18 plus account. This is literally posted from an 18 plus account, by the way, this whole thing. Anyways, recently I was contacted by a friend regarding old tweets and commissioned works that my girlfriend Mendez took part in. These works being old Deltarune not safe for work pieces involving the main cast of characters, yada yada yada, among others. This call out of this dude.
This is incredibly retarded. This is incredibly retarded. Okay. Let us summarize this. Girlfriend makes NSFW account of Deltarune characters. Boyfriend does make NSFW art as well. Calls her out for making NSFW art of Deltarune characters. Toby Fox does not mind this, by the way. He does not care. He wants the core, and by the way, there are tweets out there of him. Besides the point. Even if you didn't like it, people can still do it. Doesn't matter. Okay? Then, a friend of his contacts him, and the first thing bro does is cancel his own girlfriend on Twitter. This is peak retardation. This is what mental illness looks like.
Dude's own girlfriend is about Deltarune porn. Oh my god. The damage the internet has done to some of these people is absolutely insane. But they continue on. I want to make this clear that I do not accept or sympathize with what she has done. I will not be defending this in any way, shape, or form, and it's
He's acting like she just committed mass unalivings. She just, I don't know, groomed a kid or something. What are you doing? It's just art. It's just art. Fictional characters. How the fuck are you crashing out over this? How do these people get partners? How does this happen? How does this happen?
clear she made a horrible mistake. To give context, I was made aware of her not safe for work account years ago when I found out about it on my own. Once I learned about the posts that were there, I acknowledged that I don't agree with depicting any of these characters in any sort of suggestive or sexual scenario. I unknowingly dismissed it. That was a mistake. You unknowingly dismissed it? What kind of mental gymnastics is this?
I wonder if you started to criticize this dude for the art that he makes. I wonder if he would do that. And you're saying like, hey, I don't want these characters. It's disgusting. I don't want these characters in these suggestive or sexual scenarios. Would he also immediately fold like paper? Because he folded here immediately.
Did you see the account or not? You clearly did. And then you unknowingly dismissed it like you're possessed by a spirit. You had amnesia or something and you just forgot that you saw it. What are you talking about, dude? It was apparently so offensive that you feel the need to address it years later. But for all this time, you didn't realize you unknowingly dismissed it? Oh, my head. All right, here's the second panel. It says this. I have drawn suggestive art before when I was young. How much you want to bet when he was young, he was still an adult? Anyways. But I regret the choices I made then. And it has been stuck with me ever since. I have acknowledged that this will not be repeated ever again. I try my best to never do this to any character that should not be drawn in a sexual or suggestive.
That should not be drawn. What does that even mean, that should not be drawn? Huh? Oh, wait, that means you still do it. I try my best to never do this to any character that should not be drawn in a suggestive manner. That means there are characters where that is the case.
Manner. I've made that clear in my Patreon server rules and many other occasions. Going back to it, Mendez had promised me to never partake in these again. And when we even made the effort of removing and deleting any tweets that contained such characters or any scenario that was too close to those in any way, in order to make things right. At the time, we were both much younger than we are today. Next time I get into controversy, I'm just going to say that. Like, I made these mistakes when I was, like, way younger. Yeah, a week ago, I was way younger than I am now.
I wasn't this. That's like you know what, when people mess up and then they say, I educated myself. This is what this is the energy I'm getting here. I educated myself and I'm now much more knowledgeable and better at it, and I understand that I made a huge mistake. Shut the fuck up. You did not do shit. Not in a week, not in a day. Bro. Really? That's what we're doing now?
Anyways, they continue on. I wholeheartedly believe she has changed for the better throughout the years, and I do not hold the mistakes made in the past against her.
That's that's interesting that you say this. Cause why did you See, there's a thing, right? There's a thing, right? There's a thing, right? He could have done this all in private. He could have said, "Hey, wifey, I don't like what you posted here. It makes me uncomfortable. Could you delete that?" What did he do instead? Yo, I'm gonna blast you on the internet for what you did, you monster. That is pretty much what he did.
Are you sure about that, buddy? Are you sure about that?
In Omni-Man voice. Are you sure?
We have then discussed this privately and sorted things out. But this happened again.
Very. This is very private. Look at this, how private this is. A post to Twitter is clearly private.
Again, without my knowledge, when I was contacted by a concerned friend about this recent resurgence, I confronted them again. I was much more concerned and in a wilder state of confusion than before. I was brought to the attention that she entered my account without my knowledge and blocked the person who tried to warn me. Oh, for shame, she blocked the weirdo being annoying online for you?
She blocked the weirdo for being a weirdo? Incredible. What a crime. Of course, that's not the right thing to do as well. You shouldn't log into somebody else's account without their knowledge, at least. But then again, what else is she supposed to do? Not get rid of the weirdo?
Yeah, definitely worth a public call out here. Only now learning of this.
Like, consider this, right? You blasted your partner. The person you should technically love the most on the internet. For something as minuscule as that. You could have solved this privately. But instead of solving it privately, you're shitting on your own partner. I can never understand. I cannot understand how she would stay with you after this. She probably will.
Facts, I'm honestly furious. I have talked to Mendez again and asked her to completely delete her not safe for work account for good, making sure this can never continue, nor can this continue to happen ever again. I apologize deeply for anyone who was disgusted, hurt, or misled by any.
If you are disgusted, okay, I can understand. If you're hurt, you should find the place where you could have therapy, because if fiction hurts you, you need help. You need help.
Any of the things she has posted. Even more, the fact that I haven't made this situation clear to any of the people I talk to daily. I'm going to assume the people you're talking to daily are online, because there's no way this person's touching grass and talking to real life people, because if he talked to real life people about this situation, they would have told him he's utterly insane and needs to touch grass. But here's the final section of
that grass would just rot away immediately. There is no touching grass. There is no touching grass at all. That man does not even know what grass is.
This magnum opus. They say, I wanted to keep this between me and her. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't at all. No, you didn't. You made a public post. You did not. Wouldn't it be scary if that guy just posted this for clout?
In our time, no, you didn't. But it's becoming more and more important to address this to the people who are concerned. Who are the people who are concerned? Every person who's concerned about this needs to
have therapy and get a job. It's not good to be this unemployed.
be in an asylum. Okay, I think it's really that simple. I'll be trying to work this over with Mendez. Despite everything, I want to be able to give her the chance to stop this, as we have been together for a long time now. I would also like to add that out of respect to everyone involved, I plan to not be involved in the Undertale slash Deltarune fandom anymore, as my
Bro canceled himself as well. Bro cancels his own girlfriend and then himself. The canceler side. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is wild. Bro said, nah, we good. I'm out of here.
content has changed into a more mature and suggestive nature.
Huh?
I thought you said you were done with this stuff. How?
Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Come here. I'm Googling. I'm Googling this right now. I'm looking at Twitter. That's it. What is your art, bro? What is your art? What is your art? If I find Corin, you die. It's not Corin, but it is fairly suggestive. It is fairly suggestive. It's not directly Corin, there's no naked stuff, but it is absolutely suggestive. Big boobs, big butts of many different characters. I wonder, does he have... I'm just curious. He has a Patreon. I wish I could look at that Patreon. Wait, he has an NSFW account. It's straight up corn on his own. It's straight up corn on his it's not safe for work account. I can't show this here, but it is literal corn. If you want to look for it, it's Ditchu After Dark. It's just literally corn. Bro cancelled his girlfriend over the things he did himself. Consider this. This is what mental illness looks like. This is rules for thee, but not for me. This is peak retardation. This is crazy. This is straight up crazy. This guy is mentally ill.
Dare you? Yeah, so basically they're chastising their girlfriend publicly for making not safe for work art or having a resurgence of it on their account. But this person just admitted that they can't be a part of these fandoms because they're making more mature and suggestive art. Make it make sense. Well, they continue on. I do not want to submit this to a younger audience as I never had the intention to. I sincerely ask anyone below the age of 18 plus to not.
Then I'm gonna say something. If people find your corn and they're under the age of consent, that is not on you, the artist. That is not on you, the creator. It's on the parents. You can try and filter them, sure, but it is still on the parents. This guy's stupid, incredibly stupid.
Follow me. Once again, I apologize to the whole Undertale and Deltarune community. Oh my god. All of you have been incredibly kind and supportive about my art for so long. This is my real apology to all of you. I don't expect people to believe me, nor do I expect people to forget, but I mean all of this sincerely.
Why do I not believe? Why do I not believe that? I also hate this, right? This. I do not people to expect to believe me, or to forgive me, or to forget. But I mean this sincerely, from the bottom of my heart. Shut up. You're doing this because you're mentally ill, not because of the will of your out of goodwill. You said you would do this privately. Yes, yet you're dragging out the woman that you're supposed to love. How? How?
I hope to make things clear. Thank you for your understanding.
I don't.
Ditch you. Okay, so this is
She should ditch you. Get it? Ditch you? Ditch you?
insane levels of mental illness that even I have a hard time processing. I've seen a lot of ridiculous.
I've seen plenty of horror shit as well, but this is peak. This is in fact peak. This is probably one of the worst things I've ever seen. That's up there. That's easily up there. Especially since this guy has a straight up corn account himself. Straight up. Nah, dude.
Stuff online over the years, but publicly shaming your girlfriend for making not safe for work art while you are literally a not safe for work artist is nasty work. And this Mendez person, if you're listening to this video, run. Have some self-respect. Get away from this individual. This is manipulative, weird, and delusional behavior. No sane person looks at this scenario and thinks this dude is in the right. Not a single soul who's actually functioning would think that. Nobody. Now, of course, we got a little community note attached to this, and it's just chef's kiss, ladies and gentlemen. Despite trying to cancel their own quote-unquote girlfriend for drawing porn, OP also draws porn with a link to their account. No further explanation needed because it's just that clear cut. This person has been making not safe.
I don't understand. I just don't understand. Yeah, here, ditch you after dark. That is straight up his corn account.
For work art constantly, including art of the fandoms they're so apologetic to right now, and the ones that they're shaming their girlfriend over. This whole thing is insane, and also the comments were turned off. Very brave. They locked their replies, and you can see right here, 3,300 retweets and quotes, mostly quotes, versus 2,400 likes. This has become the laughingstock. There's more bookmarks on this tweet than there are likes. Normally that's the case with some really spicy art or something that's like controversial art. No, this is just a terrible post that's so bad that 2,800 people, more than the people who like this, wanted to bookmark this to enjoy.
If he ever messes up again, they're gonna drag him. If he ever does something like that again, they're gonna drag his ass out to the streets. My lord, you are not built for these streets. They have bookmarked this and they will use it when the time comes.
Enjoy this at their own leisure. And myself was one of those people. I saw this, I was tagged multiple times, and I saw this and thought, yeah, I need to dissect this. This is a whole lot of cringe. Let me find a time where it's a little quieter and I have some time to focus, where I can really engage with this in a meaningful way, which doesn't require much because you're dealing with someone who belongs in Arkham Asylum. Okay? This post is insane. This is the consequences of all of the anti-behavior on social media that has made people think they have to do this stuff to their own girlfriend to save face.
I find it more so crazy that he can do it, but his girlfriend can't. I wonder if this is not of a friend, because of a friend. I wonder if it's because of him himself. That she made art of characters that he does not want to see art of. Because there are people that crash out when they quote unquote date fictional characters and they see lewd art of that character. We've seen it. I've seen it. It exists.
And in the Deltarune community, my God, this is the most pathetic post ever. But that's going to do for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
I have shared my thoughts enough. This guy's a fucking moron. This guy is stupid beyond belief. I can't with these people anymore. I really can't. It is diabolical. And yes, I'm still on pre-recording phase. Thanks to college. Yeah, there's not much to say here. This is mental illness. This is peak. It just is. This guy needs help. And that girlfriend needs to run as fast as she can. Away, the other way. This is ridiculous. the best way to handle this, if it really was that problematic, which I do not believe it was, is that he should have said, "Hey, I don't like what you're doing here. Could you stop?" And then she has to decide, is she going to stop, or is she going to get rid of him? That's very simple. Instead of doing it publicly, shaming the person you love, shut publicly. Well, the love can be that deep there. Anyways, guys, this is ridiculous. Nothing much to say. Mental heckin' illness. Peak mental illness.